Hey, listener. For the next couple of months, I want to share kitchen table episodes based on the theme Blueprints for Building Your Spiritual Dream Home. I've just redesigned my website with a bonus episode you can only find on my website homepage when you click the Open Your Blueprint button. That is the introduction. I hope you'll go to my website at carolroper.org and find and listen to that episode while we're going through the series. Okay, let's get started. Every great home starts with a dream, a vision for life within its walls. But before the first nail is hammered, the blueprint must be drawn. After decades of designing houses, I've learned a blueprint isn't just about rooms and square footage, it's about reflecting the heart of the family. The same is true for our spiritual homes. God, the master architect, has a design for each of us, a home filled with abundant living that's better than anything we could imagine. Today, we'll start by asking, what does your spiritual dream home look like? And how do we align that vision with God's perfect plan according to His Word so our homes become places where faith thrives and families flourish? Welcome to the Kitchen Table series of the Building Strong Homes podcast, where faith meets family in practical, powerful ways. I'm your host, Carol Roper. For years, I designed physical homes, but now I help women design spiritual homes rooted in God's Word. These short episodes are like a cozy chat over coffee, encouraging you to build a home that stands strong, not just structurally, but spiritually. So pull up a chair, friend, and grab your spiritual tool belt. It's time to start building. By faith, he, Abraham, made his home in the promised land, like a stranger in a foreign country, for he was looking forward to a city with foundations, whose architect and builder is God. Hebrews 10:9 and 10. Nothing gives a peek into a family's lifestyle better than designing their dream home. I know because I've been drawing house plans for over 30 years. There are the typical questions: how many bedrooms, how many baths, how much square footage. But beyond that, I need to know what quirks the family has, what desires top their priority list, and whether they like to entertain or just keep to themselves. These are important details that help me better understand what they want in their final drawings. One of the most important considerations in designing a home is cost. Many clients would like to have a home with all of the bells and whistles: big windows, stone facades, grand staircases topped with elegant light fixtures, gleaming hardwood floors. But many times, those flourishes are unfortunately above the budget. When I design a home, I want to make it something my clients will not only be proud of, but will work well with their lifestyle and also be able to afford. I'm careful to inform them if something they want will most likely bump their budget out of reach. Sometimes they listen, sometimes they think they can make it work anyway. I'd hate to count how many floor plans I've drawn that are gathering dust because the builder's bids came in too high. Even if you've never built a house, maybe you've played with the puzzle pieces of a floor plan or created a wish file of photos depicting the details you'd like to include in your design as you customize a home just for you. A perfectly designed house, however, does not necessarily make a home. A home is made of the spirit of those who dwell within. Otherwise, it's just a beautiful shell with no soul. There is someone, however, who has a dream home designed for each of us. It may not be the exact style we've longed for or have as many bathrooms as we'd like, but it's a better plan. It includes joy and love and peace, the things that infuse a home with true beauty. When we look to God to create our blueprint, it will become a place we desire to come home to at the end of a weary day, where laughter ensues and fellowship is sweet. A place where lessons are learned and children grow into God-honoring adults. A place where marriage thrives and hopes are realized. So, how do we find the dream home God has for us? It's not by thumbing through thousands of house plan books or scouring the internet for the right plan. Building our homes based on God's Word allows Him to work in and through us to make a real difference in the lives of those in our circle of influence. A great place to start our design is in Proverbs. It's short enough to complete in a month by reading one chapter a day, but has an abundance of wisdom packed into this one book. Although the Bible gives an overview of how our homes are supposed to be, not all of them will look alike. In fact, most will be different because every family's dynamic is unique. Don't feel like your home has to look like so and so's just because she seems to have it all together. Speak to God as the architect of your home and ask Him to customize a blueprint to meet the specific needs of your family. What are the things you would request He include in your ideal plan? That the love between you and your husband could be rekindled? Ask Him. For more patience and understanding with your kids? Ask Him. For your home to be one of hospitality where everyone feels loved? Ask Him. Just as we should count the cost in building a physical house, however, we must consider what it will cost to achieve our dream. Are we willing to increase our budget of time and effort in order to make it work? Do we need to reprioritize our life so the dream can be realized? Many times it requires we lay down our pride, complaints, or bad attitudes. It may call for us to pay better attention to what our children are doing and who they're hanging out with. Maybe we need to turn off the TV and cell phones and spend quality time with our families, listening, really listening to their hearts. Or God may require we bite our tongues when everything in us wants to lash out. When we look over the projected cost of having our dream home, it may seem the sacrifices we must make are too great. It won't be easy, and it may be downright painful to pay the price. But before we decide it's not worth it, we need to remember who made the greatest sacrifice in order for us to build our dream homes: Jesus Christ. He is our greatest example of submission to God. Let's not let His design for our homes gather dust in the corner of our good intentions. Listen to God and allow Him to take His rightful place as the grand architect. Following His perfect plan will help you design and build the abundant dream home you long for, a place your family will feel loved and happy to say they belong. Your dream home starts with a conversation with the architect himself. The sacrifices may feel costly, but the reward, a home filled with the presence of Jesus, is priceless. Here's today's blueprint tips. Read one chapter from Proverbs each day and note the things God teaches you. Ask Him to give you the strength and motivation to begin implementing these nuggets of wisdom in your home. And sit before God and ask Him for the things you desire in your dream home. Be specific and keep a list. Make sure you note where God answers your prayer and how you've seen Him working. And don't forget to thank Him for the progress you're making. As you move forward, keep inviting God into every decision and every detail. A spiritual home isn't built overnight. It grows with each intentional choice. Let's keep building together, one step at a time, trusting His plan to make it beautiful. And remember, go to carolroper.org's homepage to find the introductory Open Your Blueprint episode if you haven't already. I'll have a link in the show notes. If this episode encouraged you, would you please leave a rating and a review? Your reviews are a gift to me, and I read every one. Until next time, keep your eyes on the builder. Don't give up, especially when it comes to building your spiritual dream home. Don't give in, and keep building strong. Remember, your legacy is being built one faithful step at a time. Thanks so much for listening.